What's up, Friday Night Funkiners? What if I told you that there is an FNF mod that is 6.5 hours long, 10.8 gigabytes large, and is FNF's largest piece of lost media? A Sonic.Exe mod that is now undownloadable, contains game-breaking glitches, and stole assets from over 100 artists. This is the Versus Sonic.Exe Revival Fanspansion. Most of this mod's history is completely wiped from the internet, so we'll need to use the Wayback Machine to recover some missing pieces. Back in 2022, the FNF mod wiki listed this title as the world record for the largest mod file size, sitting at 10.8 gigabytes. The Sonic.Exe Revival Fanspansion, as in its name, revived the cancelled yet incredibly popular Versus Sonic.Exe 3.0 mod, while also stealing from hundreds of artists, ranging from countless other Sonic.Exe mod creations. For real, this is just a list of some of the mods this Revival Fanspansion stole from. It's insane! And yet, only a few months later, the link to this mod was grayed out and completely inaccessible. Some others would take note of this as well, including a tweet from Rex Does Stuff on December 12th, 2022. Apparently, a 6-hour showcase was posted by Rlex14, which was credited as one of the mod's team members. Yet, this channel no longer exists. The closest thing we could find is an unassociated fan-made channel that archived any last bit of evidence from the Revival Fanspansion. Therefore, we are short out of luck for getting this mod into our own hands. Or that would be, if it weren't for others quickly taking interest into Rex's tweet, spawning the biggest mystery in FNF lost media. However, one comment stood above the rest. Just a day later, they posted a Google Drive folder to the Sonic.Exe Revival Fanspansion. Users swiftly got to downloading the 10.8 gigabyte file, including myself, but not after scanning it 2 times with an antivirus. Alright, let's dig in. I want to thank others on Twitter who went through the mod and commentated their findings about it. I have very little knowledge of the Sonic.Exe lore. Anyways, instead of just a few main weeks, the Revival Fanspansion has 30 weeks filled with hundreds of stolen assets from hundreds of artists. These stolen assets range from the art, to the music, to the mechanics, to the charting, really anything you could think of. Furthermore, everything is just kind of broken as well. Mechanics are mostly busted, and some art doesn't even register, and you'll get the occasional, wholesome crash as well. Okay, I don't support what the Revival Fanspansion did with taking so many people's hard work, but I gotta admit, some of the stuff in this mod is outright hilarious. Like, in week 5, you verse these 2 characters, and it's as weird as you might think. The first song is replaced with this female version of Sonic.Exe, and it's just usual Sonic.Exe fanfic feelings kind of stuff. But the real sauce comes from the second song with this, Shantae x Sonic.Exe fusion character that is just pure, I don't know, deviant art fuel? I mean, no diss to the original creator, but I mean, this stuff just gets weird. Seriously, you could write a whole college thesis about this mod. It's just filled with bizarre decisions. And you feel this rather ominous aura while playing it. You feel like it's just wrong and dirty to be playing this, but it just keeps sucking you deeper and deeper into the rabbit hole as you find the next weirdest thing. Like, for example, there's this Imposter V3 cover replaced with Sonic characters and a totally broken fear mechanic. There's also a Mistful Crimson Morning Tortured song cover with a gigantic fatal error. With a gigantic... with a gigantic fatal error replacement. You also have this Sonic.Exe versus Flippy from Happy Tree Friends, and then an MS Paint looking Sonic.Exe with a surprisingly boppin' song. You also just, oh my god, you also just have this hilarious Sonic.Exe replacement in the first song, which its poses are just something else. And out of nowhere has this like amazing sprite during a cutscene. Like, what is this? I mean, it just goes on and on. Keep in mind though, most to all of this is stolen art from actual artists. I gotta say, to not harass anyone in this video though, and seeking out the mod is a bit dangerous since there's no official download anymore. Actually, no one knows why this mod was completely wiped. However, there were a few comments saying that the original showcase video had a lot of hate comments specifically about the stolen assets, so that could definitely be a reason why. But this mod still holds the world record for largest FNF file size, and it's certainly one of the longest FNF mods. The only mods that rival it are stuff like versus Treehouse Syfy, which somehow has over 10 hours of content, and of course our favorite little duo, Dave and Bambi, with a mod called Exospheric Corruption. I mean, how do they make up these names, honestly? Which this sits around 6 hours as well. To put it simply, the FNF community is still as beautifully chaotic as it was back in 2021. And to fill more of that Sonic.Exe craving obsession, you should watch how starved Eggman appeared on the news, or how Sonic.Exe was almost banned from FNF itself. Alright, thank you for watching, and have a great day. Peace.